Yo, what's going on, everybody? Let's run through these kind of cool. Let's run through these. All right. So we have the Hornets, who have been playing some pretty good ball as of late, right? Um, because they have a pretty balanced roster. Like the roster is actually pretty good. Miles Bridges, who's getting you probably 19, 20 a night, 18 a night. Big, strong dude. Brandon Miller, who's getting you 19, 20 a night, 20 a night. Um, LaMelo Ball, who's been with the team for a while. LaMelo, he's dynamic. He's dynamic. He's interesting in terms of his shots selection, in terms of the shooting, but dynamic with the ball nonetheless. Nipple, I think, is the biggest reason though for this kind of resurgence because he brings kind of a leadership and he brings a level of he brings a certain maturity. Um, and I feel like if you let him potentially, God willing, he's healthy, lead, it brings in a new culture and a type of level of responsibility that this team needs. Okongwu hitting 4 threes is actually really good. I'm impressed by that. Solid 3-point shooter. Jalen Johnson, their all star. Nikhil, who's had a good year as well. And Dyson Daniels had a good year. We'll see how Risa Shea develops, but had a good game today, and they still lost. They also have CJ McCollum and Kobe White. They have a lot of guards. They have a lot of guards and a lot of guards who like the ball in their hand, but we'll see how that kind of works. Utah added Jaren Jackson Jr., which could bolster up the defense. And it could be interesting, right? Keontae George kind of struggled in this one. I don't know if he got hurt. Let's see. Having a really good year though. Yeah, ankle sprain. Right, you got a young player in Ace Bailey. They got rid of Walter Clayton Jr. But Isaiah Collier, look at him. You see him starting to develop a little bit as well. Next step for him is probably the shooting though. For Isaiah Collier. But if y'all remember, he was pretty much the number one point guard in high school. Went to USC, played with Bronny, right? He was their top draft pick that year, top draft prospect that year. And, potentially they could get AJ DeBonsa. So could be interesting because, I might have mentioned this before, but AJ DeBonsa is making a lot of NIL money. And one of the biggest donors is the Utah Jazz owner, right? So could be some ties there. Could be some ties there. This team is still a little bit tricky. Seems like Richardson's going to be in the dunk contest. Mo Wagner back, but Franz Wagner is out right now. Still not sure how they're going to go in terms of the Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, um, Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain brings the shooting that I feel like the other two don't quite have, but those dudes are playmakers. And not to say that Desmond Bain is a bad playmaker. I feel like his playmaking has gotten better. Um, Cooper Flag. It's been interesting. I honestly feel like I like what Jason Kidd was doing earlier. I didn't see it, but now I'm starting to see why he had Cooper Flag at the point guard position, because we could come here and look at this, and this is kind of key. He's averaging 20 points a game, 48% from the field, but let's look at, like, he's been scoring at a really high pace, right? Let's look at his crazy scoring games. Right, 49 points. He took 29 shots, right? They lost. Right, 34 points. He took 25 shots. They lost. 36 points. He took 24 shots. They lost. 32 points. He took 27 shots. They lost. Right? Those are like, and not to say like he's shooting like horribly. I mean, shooting wasn't necessarily, the shooting was actually pretty good. But I think even the 3-point shooting was pretty good. But overall, it's a little tricky because he doesn't have a lot of offensive teammates that are natural scorers on this team, right? Other than Najee Marshall, who scores, and Klay Thompson, like, it's just not a lot of scoring power on this team. So he's kind of forced to do that. But I think if he is making his teammates better, I feel like overall it'll benefit the team in the long run. It'll benefit his game in the long run. Because if we look back on the careers of guys who have done a lot of scoring, like they just rolled out the ball and let them score, later in their career, a lot of those guys didn't develop enough to be title guys. I'm not saying that that won't happen with Cooper Flag. I'm just saying that that's long-term development. Just scoring out of his mind like that isn't the best bet. Derek Harper, who is the rookie who I think is the best. People may have differing opinions on that, but I think he's the best. I think Conkanipple has been the most impressive. He's been the best rookie, and I think Cooper Flag will get Rookie of the Year, based on what I'm saying. Bryant going to be in the dunk contest. Keldon Johnson does a good job for them. Stephon Castle with a 40 ball. Not only a 40 ball, but a triple-double, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, and he hit 3 straight balls. Best game in his career, probably. Felt like De'Aaron Fox should have been an all-star. I mean, some of his scoring numbers have been dipping a little bit, but Santana, what's going on, Santana? Who's your team? Mavs, Spurs, Rockets. Rockets, kind of been a little bit up and down, but this is a big win for them. I don't know if SGA has played. Yeah, he didn't play. Jared McCain, let's see if he could have an opportunity to kind of grow with this team. Casey Wallace, tough defender here. Chet Holmgren, first-time All-Star. I feel like he was trending in that direction. He got paid and did enough to be an All-Star. Isaiah Hartenstein, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, right? The 4 points don't tell the full story of how he affects the game. And I don't even think Chet Holmgren's scoring tells the whole story of how he affects the game either. Good pick and pop guy, stretches out the defense, He's a good roll man. Protects the rim. Does a lot of different things. Has a really good handle for a guy 7 feet plus. Definitely like the improvement from Reed Sheppard. I felt like he was my favorite rookie from that class. I like what Reed Sheppard brings to the table. Kevin Durant with 20. Smith Jr. Like, um, the I'm surprised that Michael Porter Jr. was not traded. I really thought that that was a foregone conclusion that he was outie, but guess it didn't work out that way. But he's helping these guys. Whether they want to be winning all these games, I don't know. Traore, solid point guard, overseas first round pick. See how he develops. Yegor Demon didn't shoot the three ball well this year, but shooting the three ball a lot better than people probably expected from him coming out of college. Claxton and Clowney, good defender, like good long athletes. Sharif Cooper, happy for him. Saw him in the summer at the Slam game. His sister Tia Cooper was playing in the 2-on-2. Well, yeah, 2-on-2 with Brandon Jennings was there. Lou Williams was there. So yeah, 2-on-2. Will Riley. Still got to break down the film I have when I watched him in Illinois. Kasparis, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, all in that game. Really good game of future NBA players playing at Rutgers last year. In Illinois for interesting. James Harden playing with his new team. See how him and Donovan Mitchell gel. James Harden has played with a lot of different players, so I imagine he'll figure it out here. Russell Westbrook with 8. DeRozan with 3. I'll run through these kind of quickly. Joel Embiid with 20, 7 rebounds. Maxey with 14, 5. Oubre with 14. He's really tried for these guys. I feel like Quentin Grimes has as well. Those guys have just been doing what they could.
D Book,
All-star. I think Dylan Brooks is
excellent. Shooting is whatever, but
can measure his entire game on shooting. Did this one already. Lake Show versus the Warriors is a big game, but no Steph, right? So Pat Spencer with 14, Moses Moody with 22, Draymond with 9 and 6 assists, Podziemski with 12, Payton with 11. Like, it's good to see, like, Brewery 18. Austin Reeves is playing, but he's still coming off the bench. Bron is gotta get in that scoring mode again for them, right? John Morant, we all thought he would get traded, but not really a point guard market. Ty Jerome with 4, Caldwell Pope with 4, Prosper with 6, Jeremy Grant super consistent. He's getting you 19, 20 a night, 18 a night. Clinging with 7, probably protecting the rim. Caleb Love has been a pretty good rookie. Not a lot of people talking about him, but clinging with a block. Caleb Love, he's probably averaging double figs. 11. He's going to shoot that rock, man. But yeah, that's what I have for today. You and viewers with 100%, 110%. Thank you for joining. Hope you're well, man. Thank you. I try to keep it 110%. Is that what you're saying? No, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Giannis will get traded in the offseason.
Or the draft. Yeah, no, that makes sense. John Giannis will have to get. Giannis is an interesting
one because Giannis is gonna cost a lot.
You know what I mean?
You know,
I know you probably think so too.
he's probably gonna.
You're gonna have to give up a lot of draft picks and a lot of things to get Giannis on your roster, right? But you're getting a multi-time MVP. You're getting a guy who is a defensive player of the year. Does it on both ends. But the challenge for me with Giannis is because he plays so hard, can you have him healthy for the playoffs? That's been the challenge, right? He's done so many great things, but when the playoffs come around, he hasn't really been healthy other than that year where they won it. But, when you have a chance to get a player like that and you're maybe one piece away, yeah, I guess you got to kind of do it. Ja, yeah, good point on Ja as well. I think Ja's a little different. I think it's a little bit tricky with Ja because a lot of teams weren't willing to give up a lot to get him. He's having a struggling year. There's a lot of off the court challenges with Ja, but definitely a gifted player though. So I get what you're saying. Heck yeah. Yeah, and the thing is like I was saying in the other time is like a lot of these point guards, a lot of people aren't interested in point guards right now for whatever reason. I mean, James Harden gets traded for an injured Darius Garland. Not a crazy market for Trae Young. Right, Houston didn't even want James Harden, which I guess I could understand. Giannis wants to get to like a younger team where they have like a better shot. Do you think like Charlotte? I feel like it'd be tough. I feel like it'd be tough to go to Charlotte. That kind of market. But do you think Charlotte? They're pretty young. And you said the Bucks will try to get like a big man. Yeah, get like a big man that could kind of replace him. You feel like? What do you think about I feel like three of the destinations that always come up are Miami. I feel like Miami could do it in terms of the players that they could trade. Um, uh, Golden State. I feel like Golden State would be a little bit tougher to have to figure out how to make that work. Probably have to bring another team in there, maybe. And what about OKC? OKC's got draft picks for days, right? Like it could be crazy. Like OKC could potentially pull it off, get Giannis, and even like pull it off and get like the number one pick or something. Like so they get a number one pick or number two pick in what's seeming like one of the best drafts in years. I mean, North Carolina just beat Duke, and Caleb Wilson's been frying this year. Cam Boozer's probably the player of the year this year as a freshman. Two of the best freshmen. AJ DeBonsa has had a 40-point game, has had a 32-point game in the last game. To me, he's the guy that I would bank on. AJ DeBonsa is the guy I personally would bank on in this draft. But from what I've seen from Darren Peterson, and I've seen them both live. I've seen AJ DeBonsa probably 3 times live, and I've seen Darren Peterson once live. I just feel like Darren Peterson has answered the call every time there's been a big game. So it's hard to say that anybody should draft anybody ahead of Darren Peterson for what he's done and his shooting numbers. But, some people might be nervous with his health. I just feel like he's been pretty darn good. Just a freaky good draft class. Yeah, so for anybody who has not been watching college basketball, there's a crazy year. And with all these NIL, it's been even crazier than normal because you think about it, I'm gonna probably make a video on it, but think about all the guys who you have guys playing in the G League playing college basketball. You have guys playing high level overseas basketball, playing the Euro League, playing college basketball. You have guys, Amari Bailey, who played at UCLA and was a NBA, who actually legitimately played in the NBA and is trying to go back to play college basketball. So I might have to make a video on that and just, see what's up. I understand OKC, but I think it would be more Suns, Rockets, Bulls. Okay, the Suns. Oh, him with the Suns. That's actually pretty good. The Rockets, yeah, the Rockets. I feel like they got a lot. The Bulls, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the Bulls could really give up. But yeah, they probably got some young players they could give up. And if he wants to stay close to home, the Hawks, yeah. I think Jalen Johnson, Nikhil, if they got some draft picks, Okongwu is a valuable big man. So I feel like, yeah, if you want to trade those guys, I feel like it'll be tough if you trade Jalen Johnson. Then it's kind of like, who is Giannis going to play with to really play off of? But Giannis is a great player, but it's just my there's a couple of things with Giannis, right? The playoff injuries. It's difficult for players to play with Giannis, right? Their efficiency goes down when they play with Giannis. Their numbers just go down because he's so dominant, and Giannis is like a straight line driver. So he could spray, he could, hit guys on the wing and, could hit guys, decently when he's driving and dishing, but he knows one way, and it's get to the rim and punish it. He's like a Shaq. He has Shaq level dominance when he goes to the basket. Is Scottie Pippen Jr. play? Nah, no Scottie Pippen Jr. I'm a big Scottie Pippen Jr. guy. J.R. Pip. I think he's like one of the more underrated like NBA player kids. Yo, what up, Don Don? Where's J Pop? I don't know. He's not on here tonight. Maybe he's getting some rest in. Yeah, the NBA draft class is awesome than the NFL. And then you want defensive. Other than that, a lot of QBs and O line. Yeah, it feels like Mendoza is probably going to be the number one pick, right? But I'm not mad at the O line. Like when you go with an O line kind of guy first, I think that when you go with the O line, like I feel like that when you build like that, like they're not like the cool picks, but when you build that line first, I feel like it shores up your team because then you know your quarterback's going to be healthy. You know he's going to be able to have protection. You know, shore up your O line, get like a pass rusher. You know, who you got in the Super Bowl tomorrow? Don Don, you want me to check that game real fast? You want me to finish the next game real fast? Texas Tech. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess before I react, do y'all have any thoughts on Manning? Did y'all watch Arch Manning at all? I feel like he still got the development, but I didn't watch him enough to know. Um, I'm like I feel like people are saying he showed some flashes, but it's tough. It's tough, man. I mean, I feel like some of it helps when you have a name behind you, like Shador. I mean, Shador made the Pro Bowl. Um, yeah, you have the. Yeah, I feel like Drake May, right? Drake May's been. I mean, shout out to Matt Stafford. He's had like one of the more interesting careers like I've ever seen. Not like a lot of accolades, and part of that is probably because he played for the Lions. But shout out to Drake May. I feel like he's trying to be the next Tom Brady, like literally, and it's looking pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'll finish this one. I'll finish the first part of the next part of this video. But yeah, anybody who's joining, I finished I finished most of my the NBA analysis for today. Um, if anybody has any questions, or wants to pop in anything when it comes to NBA, you could let me know. But I'm gonna be reacting to you're talking about Drake May doesn't know how to react. I'm gonna be reacting to a video by Don Don. And if anybody else wants to send me videos that you want me to react to, I can. I can react to more videos. Just don't send me ones that are like from like big channels or anything that'll get me copyright flagged. But if there's anything from like a channel that you have or anything like that you want me to react to, or just anything you want me to look at, I can. Yeah, bro. Like he's a dog, man. Like I'm surprised. I'm surprised. But yeah, I'll be looking. I'm gonna take my face off. I'm gonna react to this video, and then yeah, if anybody has any questions, uh, I-
All right, so we saw the first half. It's Tuscola in North Carolina versus Pigsaw, also in North Carolina. These are two high schools that are rivals here. This is Don Don's channel, so I'm gonna be reacting to this video. Let's see what's up. I like the way Tuscola runs their offense. There's a lot of moving. That's a decent shot right there. Didn't go in, but it's a decent shot. There's a lot of movement in that offense. For Pisgah, I think they just got to beat their team down in transition because they don't have the same kind of offensive movement. I like number 12 for Tuscola. He plays with a lot of confidence. You see how he's bringing it up. Like he plays as if he feels like he's a great player, right? I feel like they could probably run him through some more flare screens though to get him some corner jump shots. That is a tough shot right there. Good rebound. Pisgah, right? Pisgah, yeah, my bad. Pisgah. That was a decent post hit right there. Solid. Right. I mean, that's honestly really difficult. Like even really good NBA players struggle to pass out of the post. You know, making these kind of like weak side reads. So that was actually pretty good. His guy. Oof, that was tough. Good rebound by Maddox. Maddox is a really good athlete for Pisgah. Nice little move there. Oof, a lot of traffic there. I like it. These guys are staying aggressive. They're not really hitting a lot of field goals, but they're getting to the line, right? So you gotta get it how you can get it. Good play by Maddox, right? I mentioned he's a really good athlete before. Seen him catch some seen him catch a dunk and use his athleticism well. .32, I believe, is their leading scorer. Oh, you won tonight. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Arch Manning, yeah. Okay. He can make long passes and he can run a little bit, but he still needs a lot of improvement. Nah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Don said we played tonight and won, but you weren't at the game. Okay, you in Redsville. Okay. Nice. You in Redsville potentially could. Oh, wow. Wait, let's rewind that one time. You see what I said about Maddox? Tried to catch a body right there. Oh, nice little Euro. Good defense by Maddox, man. Like I'm telling you. And Maddox, his main sport is not even basketball, from what I know. What is his main sport? Nice little one-handed pass. I will pull up and shoot that. Yeah, there you go. This kid could play. Like I like his confidence. You know what grade he's in? He's a pitcher. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Maddox, the pitcher. Number 12 is good, man. Um, you know what grade number 12 is in? Number 12 for Tuscola. Great rebound by Maddox. He's just making his impact felt. Hopefully, he could get this free throw to go in. There you go. All right, yeah. You want me to? I could finish this first half if you want. 12 is a senior. Oh, I'll finish this first half. Okay, no worries. 32 is the leading scorer for Pisgah, I believe. I'm not mad at that force right there. He kind of forced it, but I ain't mad at it because just gotta get him some comment for the algorithm there. Feel free, anybody else, to comment. Show him some love. And feel free to subscribe to his channel as well. Good play. Defense kind of fell asleep there. I would have liked to see Tuscola just push it a little bit more so the defense doesn't get set up. That's a tough shot, but not a terrible shot. Yeah, push it. Force it. 12-point game, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ooh. Got a little excited. I like this point guard here. He's very steady. Very heady, very steady. Not a bad idea to try to tap that back out. In transition, not a bad play. Those transition threes are not bad if you can shoot them. Also, like off of an offensive rebound, I feel like those are good threes as well. Defense is kind of scattered. Number 23. Oh, number 5 is their leading scorer. Wow. Yeah, he looks like he can shoot too, though. Sorry, I kind of missed that one. I was looking at the comments. Oh, very good defense right there. Let's go. He said, get that out. Get that out. Good hustle. Number 12. Good hustle. Solid defense right there. Yeah, that made sense. Right? Go baseline and kind of look for the man in the middle if the middle's a little soft right there. I like the idea on that one. Number 5 looked like he wanted to pull up, but good defense to disrupt that. Number 12, he definitely launching that thing. He's definitely launching that thing. So the block. Ah, get that out of here. Good rebound. Where he gets fouled, goes to the line. Oh, but good rebound there. See that those are a little helter skelter, but those are where I like the kick out to threes. Good little move there. That's what I'm saying. Number 12. Oh, but they called it an offensive foul, I believe. But number 12 got some game, man. I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing. Hey, y'all. Yeah, appreciate everybody for jumping on. Everybody who was on here. Don, T-Bit, Santana, Wells. You know, anybody else who's in here, but I just didn't call. Appreciate everybody who's on here. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yes, definitely. Don, always appreciate you, man. Yeah, next time we could probably do another part. Have a good night, man. Get some rest if you can. God bless in Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much for joining, buddy. Everybody have a good night. God bless in Jesus' name, amen.